Hello everyone, it's Gromit&ThomasFan01 here, and welcome to my cracking video. The classic series of Thomas and Friends is considered to be one of the best eras of the show's history. The eras afterwards, like the Sharon Miller era and the Big World Big Adventures era, have not been as popular. The classic series delved into different types of genres like action, adventure, and of course, the spooky episodes. When us Thomas fans think of the word scary and what it represents to us, we certainly think of most of the episodes from Series 5, and one of those episodes is Haunted Henry. Haunted Henry is the 115th episode of the series and was released on the 28th of September 1998. The episode starts with Henry getting ready to take a goods train to an old line past an old rundown station. While he is waiting for his goods train, Edward warns Henry that whenever Owl hoots, a mist rolls in and a ghost appears at the old station. Henry doesn't believe him at first, but when they arrive at the old line, strange things start to happen. There is an amber lamp on the tree, the signal is red, and the gates are closed, as well as a fogman's coat perched on a tree. Then, Henry sees a light move within the station building and starts to believe in Edward's story. Will Henry be able to take his goods train? Will he be able to uncover the mystery of Edward's ghost? It is a mystery that is worth unravelling. This episode is just absolutely outstanding. Like most of the episodes from the classic series, the team at Shepperton Studios have really worked hard to deliver what I think is one of the best episodes from the classic era. From the sets, to the models, to Michael Angelis' narration, the story is just so well developed that it has that timeless feel to it. What I love most about this episode is the story that the team are trying to convey. It has that spooky feel to it that you don't get in Thomas and Friends anymore, and you certainly won't get it in the new reboot. I love how the crew in Series 5 delves into bigger stories and genres. It was certainly a learning curve for the crew to experiment these darker stories, and Haunted Henry is certainly proof of that. You can see that the writers really worked hard to give the episode a certain creepiness to it. It was like they were exploring the horror genre for this episode. I love how the writers brought such a tense story to what is considered to be a kids' show from the outside. I can imagine fans of the show watching Haunted Henry on Halloween. Like I said before, the sets are just incredible in Haunted Henry. I love the lighting and the cinematography that the team made in this. The old line set also gives a sense of atmosphere that it makes you feel like you are actually there, even though it is a scary place to be at night. I think the crew also did a great job at adding mist to the scene too. It makes me wonder, how on earth did they put mist on the set? And that's one of the charms about the classic series, as it feels like a real world, just like how Aardman makes their sets too. The music was also fantastic too. Mike O'Donnell and Junior Campbell's work in this is one of their best works. It adds the tension to the whole episode, especially when they first arrive at the old line. It just sends shivers down your spine. It certainly still sends shivers down my spine too. This scene used to scare me when I was a kid, but when I look at this scene as an adult, I can appreciate and love the music, because it shows how the crew really worked hard on what story they wanted to tell and was not dumbing it down to its audience. The only complaint I have about this episode is the ending. At the end, the station was rebuilt and it ends on a happy note. I know that some episodes need to end on a happy ending, but a story like this I feel should have had a spooky ending. For example, in Duncan Gets Spooked, the episode just ends with Duncan being traumatised at the end of the episode, whereas Haunted Henry just ends with Henry at the grand opening of the old station at daylight. An episode like this had so much potential to just end the story just like Duncan Gets Spooked did. It could have ended with Henry being scared at the end of the episode. That ending could have been more impactful and powerful. It could have made the audience think, what if the ghost really did exist? But that is only one problem I have with the story, but the rest of the episode is just absolutely brilliant. So if you're a Thomas fan and want to watch a scary episode, then I highly recommend watching Haunted Henry. It has the suspense, the action, and a great story all in one. I'm Gromit&ThomasFan01, and I hope you enjoyed the video.